Siri_bot is here. Saribo arrive. Bot Rix has successfully joined the channel.
Two-hand Zealbarb. Deep Warcry Barb.
Hello YouTube, my name is Philanthropy777. Here we gonna showcase, or actually we are gonna starting with a SOC series from day 1 to mid-game setup to end-game setup. Actually day 1 to into mapping, what you need to farm with the day 1 setup. But basically, I tried Hydra, etc. even after they fix the Hydra mechanic here, where it was not dealing the damage when it was piercing. It still feels very bad, and you are actually pure fire. With this Meteor version that I'm showcasing, it's basically your day 1, day 2 armor. What you need is basically, like always, put enough strength into your gear. You could have more vitality if you do not have battle boots here crafted as I did, but basically enough points into strength, some points into vitality. We are using here a spirit sword, just a casual spirit sword, and then a lore rune word as a helmet for the +1 skill. Very handy to have also the lightning resistance and a stealth armor, and then a crafted gloves here. You can even get better gloves in that sense with higher FCR. I just kept this because I just hit resistances here. And then 2 brilliant rings, or just like 1 brilliant ring and 1 brilliant boots crafts, which gives you also the CBF immunity. Then also an FCR, like a caster belt for the FCR here. And then just like a 3-socket Ancient Pledge rune word in a large shield, which gives you a bunch of resistance. And then just like casual, just like small charms. As you can see, I just have this amount here. You will probably have also more small charms at this point having in your inventory. And then just here like a 2-sork amulet here, just a magic one, which is also very realistic to have, right? Let me dive into our skill tree here. No, actually, let me first do the Merc setup. Merc is just wearing an insight. If you do not have the runes, whatever runes you need, you can basically go and do hell tower runs, kill the counters to get the runes. And but basically, the Merc is wearing an insight rune word here as a weapon for the meditation aura, of course. Then a safety helm craft and a safety body armor craft, and here just like gloves, belt and boots, just like blood crafts here, which is very easily achievable. And yeah, basically also you need to wear, like I recommend you to go for a Defiance aura, because it gives you also PDR for yourself, but also for the Merc. And let's dive into our skill tree. We are just putting 1 point into Shiver armor and 1 point into teleport, and then the rest of the points are basically yeah, only 1 point in warmth, but the rest of the points will be Meteor, Fire Mastery maxed out, and Blaze and Inferno for the synergies for Meteor. What you're gonna be farming is basically just like generic stuff like Andariels over and over and over again. And you can do also include, I will showcase everything here, how it would feel like, the key runs too. I would only recommend you to not do Isual because, like, until you get your lightning resistance fixed, even if they are fixed, they can be a little bit rippy because if you spawn souls, they can be just rippy, so be aware of that. But Act 1 and Act 2 key runs are very, very free. And if you get your Merc like this, crafted with a PDR, he's actually pretty tanky and cannot die. But let's see how Andariels will feel like. And you need to know that Meteor over all other skills will be definitely the way to go, because with Meteor you're not dealing only fire damage, but also fist damage. But as you can see with day 1 gear, you can farm Andariel here over and over again. Let's say you found now this boots, this rare boots, right? Maybe it's something good. Double res here with MF, you would swap this out, however you would prefer it. So this is basically how our Andariels would look like on day 1. Then we would go just like for the Blood Raven here. In PD2, if you are new, you need to be aware that keys can be dropped not only from... Oh, Cram, thank you for the raid, buddy. I'm just recording a video. In PD2, not only the counters can drop keys, but also Blood Raven, for example, here. But basically, you would farm on day 1 with this kind of gear, with generic gear. Also, Blood Raven pretty easily here, as you can see. It takes a while, of course. Each skill you can get is basically more damage. But it is really, really safe to do so with the crafts you have on your Merc, with the safety crafts. He cannot actually die. And you're just spamming over and over and over, just like Meteor. And this will be the same for Act 2 and also for Isual. Like I said, but Isual should be definitely only done if you can fix on day 1 your lightning resistances because of the souls that can spawn on that area. And in Act 2 you can go TP to Halls of Dead, and in level 3 the boss where the super chest is basically the boss that can drop the keys. Here in Act 4 it will be Plane of Despair zone where Isual can spawn. So you can basically expect this also. But I will also suggest you to do also red portals here. Because red portals have a chance to drop demonic insignia, right? Which are pretty valuable. Probably early on it will be like around 0.25. Maybe if you can sell them, if somebody is ready already to farm Lucian. It's basically a boss material that you need to spawn Lucian. But you can include this too, if you would like to. It is not. Did I miss it here somewhere? But it is not really hard. You're basically one-shotting everything here, and then on top of that, you know, you can. Okay, I'm not finding it. Whatever. But basically, you can also go here. We have Worldstone. It's a very good video showcase here because we have now Worldstone level 2. Basically corrupted, but you can also farm the buffed corrupted zones this season. You have no problems with any immunity other than fire and fist immunity combinations here. But as you can see, we are basically really easy here to go and farm also corrupted zones. The AoE is also great. The cast delay of the meteors are super good in PD2. So I would suggest go spam Andariels, go spam your Act 1 and Act 2 keys, and go spam your corrupted zones to farm the amount of currency you need to transition into, let's say, the day 2 and 3 setup that I will showcase in the next sequence of the. So let's dive into our Meteor build that will be able to farm on day 1 to 3, depending on how much you grind Ubertrist runs. Like this build, I will only show like a couple sequences of the like Lilith boss, and then we will just straight go into Ubertrist run. Otherwise the video will be too long. But basically, put enough points into strengths. Make sure, because of the next video, you will see the Declone Flight 2 for day 1 to 3 budget setup. Make sure to put enough points there, including all the strengths that you have here and on your charms. Enough points into the character, which will be 106. Where also maybe Verdungos in that version that I will showcase in the next sequence. And then all the other points will go into Vitality, basically. Gear-wise, we are using, making use of the new orb here, which is Demon Heart. You can also use Brimstone in that sense, whatever you prefer. I think we are still resistance capped, not really, but you can make some swaps here with some charms that are life charms, etc. If you wanna use Brimstone, which is not needed. You can also go just like with this version here, which is Ember Swan. Here there's just an MF jewel inside. For the swap, if you're gonna go and not kill Ubers, you would basically swap 2 Nagels here and this belt here. I forgot to put enough strength into my setup, basically, to make sure you have also enough strength to wear your spirit. But in this setup we would basically have 182 MF. And basically also reaching with Spirit here our 105 FCR. This just happened because with the strengths I make a lot of testing and going back and forth. And basically you would have also 182 MF with this version here, with 5 skillers. Don't mind that life charm, just you would have like 1.3k life here in that sense. But yeah. You would have 82 MF to farm also Andariel or Mephisto, whatever you like in that sense. Corrupted zones, of course, you can do everything you want, basically. I don't know if this is mapping capable, to be honest. I didn't test that, but I would not suggest that to do so, because you want to be fast in mapping, otherwise other areas are basically more beneficial to do so, right? So yeah, let me swap out again to the Uber Tristran kill version, but basically we are using 2 Nash set here, which is giving us +1 skill on the second set bonus, and here 20 FCR, and then just like 1 Topaz inside here to simulate only 1 socket here, and then a +3 amulet, spirit field, Mage Fist, just like 2 brilliant rings here, because for the auras in that sense, you can do also, actually we do not need the resistance as you can see, but if you get a ring with res or whatever it is, you can go also for dwarf rings for Diablo in that sense, but I will show that also without the dwarf rings how it feels, and then just like crafted boots for resistances. And then I have here 5 skills. I'm pretty sure you can do that also without, but at that point, day 1 to 3, you will be able to purchase also some skillers, right? And then just like small charms with resistances, and the rest of the charms would be basically just life charms. I could use more charms here with life. I do not care right now about that, but let me show you how it would look like. So basically, I will show only here from the mini bosses Lilith. Let's see how that will out. Sorry. Go. I will probably cut this video in that sense to not see this teleporting around. But you're basically looking for Lilith now. Since we are amped, once we find Lilith, we will go and heal ourselves. Right. And Lilith is here. Let's heal ourselves. And your Merc is basically here just tanking for you, in that sense. You always basically cast... this happened only because we have here a champion with amp, so make sure you kill also all the elites around it. Because that amp damage is actually really significant on your mag. That's the amount of damage he will get here. So we are trying to kill here everything. We are again amped, of course, and he's dead again. I will just move forward and we'll cut this anyway.
Good morning.
So let me just clear this here so I can cut the video properly. But as you guys can see here on the stream, we don't have even problems with fire immunes, right, because of the fist damage. And what you do is basically casting a firewall and like make sure to always heal your merc. I don't have enough rituals right now with me, but basically you need to make sure that your merc is always like full. That's the only fight where he is really swallowing so many rituals. So just keep that in mind. Firewall. Firewall, Meteor, Firewall. You can also use Meteor, Inferno for the lower fire resistance on the enemies. It's like a symbol on top of it. But yeah, this is how you basically kill Lilith also. Let me dive into the twist run. The Uber twist run. You would basically, if you don't want to consume too many portals, you can also fill up your inventory with rejuves, even your cube. And then we would go into the next game. I will show you how it would look like on day 1 to 3 with this kind of gear too. Oh, I forgot actually. Oh, yeah, the Merc. The Merc has 5p Immortal Kings on him. Here he has just an Amrun inside to get more leech. Oh, actually he has he has basically here Poison West Jewel inside. And then here, Ord and Tullrune, and also Tullrune here, because usually you would need an Ubertrist from 150 res because of the lower res curse from Baal, and from the Conviction you would need a lightning res of 125, so he's still on max resistance. On Baal I do not really care, to be honest, and that way I could get him there at this point. And yeah, basically you suffer whatever you need here to craft a safety armor, and basically how our skill tree looks like is 1 point into teleport. We don't need to put 1 point into worms because we are having worms here basically, but I don't use shiver armor at all because I want to have as much points as possible. For what I'm showing you now, Meteor max, Fire Mastery max, then Blaze max. Then we are maxing out Firewall next, even if it's not a synergy, and then the rest of the points go into Inferno. Because we will use Firewall also for the single target DPS, right? And yeah, basically Inferno is a synergy for, but we will not do that in that sense. But let's go into it to see how it goes. Always lure one boss after another. And then I would go always on the edges here, because his Nova, or let's say his Wave, is basically not pushing you away. But same here, you would basically cast and let him tank everything, make sure that he has enough life. And he is not dying, otherwise you will just waste basically portals. But as you can see, Lilith is basically the one that is consuming the most of the reduce here in that sense. And we're just waiting that our lower rest curse is gone. Because we don't want to fight Mephisto with conviction plus lower rest, right? But yeah, basically then same goes with here. It's really simple. You can really achieve this gear on day 1 to 3 depending on how much you would grind and farm your own keys and just like making profit out of Uber chest runs, right? But it's really cool. It's really great how this was theory crafted in that sense. So you have an idea what to do, or if you wanna stick around with the sword, it is really good, especially early on to make profit, right? Because torches are very well looked for. As I said, you can also wear here dwarf rings. My merc died here, we will revive him quickly. But if you would wear dwarf rings, you would be even more tanky. They are usually a couple of worldstone shards, even early on. I just wanted to showcase this with bigger handicap, right? But as you can see, it is going pretty well. Even I missed to basically heal my merc one time. He died, that was basically my mistake, it shouldn't happen. But they are so focused on the mercs that I can just cast my flame wall, and he is again dead. I will not go and revive him now, I will just do him like this, and I will play the mechanic a little bit. Like even if your merc dies and you have your last portal and you failed quite a lot, you can basically just walk around with Blaze also again, and to increase your movement speed, and then just like cast this, and basically that's how it goes. This was a fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, so you have an idea what you could wear for the Uber Christian fight. But I think it works pretty well. Even you don't need the pillars, to be honest. The fight would just take a little bit longer. Every skill you have is basically contributing to a faster gear for the Uber Christians. I hope you enjoyed it. Here is, let's say, day 3. Day 1 to 3, depending on how much you're grinding. But versions that could very potentially do declone if you're experienced enough. Basically enough points into strength, which is for Verdungo 106. And then all of the other points are basically dumped into vitality. As you can see, we have right now 90 fire resistance. Could also reach here 78 lightning resistance, but I didn't bother about that, to be honest now. We will use here a brimstone rain for the minus enemy physical resistance, plus the proc chance to cast another meteor, and then the plus 4 all skills, 75 FCR, 3 masteries, 3 meteor, life. Everything here is basically best in slot for especially this fight here. Then we can use here a rock stopper. I tried to make this as budget as possible, just for the resistances, vitality, FHR, and also the physical damage reduction here on top of it. You can sock whatever you need to fill up your resistances here. I just used one socket here, as you can see. Then Dark Glow, also for the max resistances, and the all res, pretty handy to have. Here you can also socket whatever you like to fill up here. Also only one socket used. Then a Nokutsan here for the max resistance only, in that sense. Our FHR is also pretty good at 60 breakpoint here right now. We have right now 63 in total. Mage Fist for basically the fire skill here. The FCR breakpoint, actually we are right now at 95. You can also fill here 2 FCR farms, so you can reach 105 FCR, but this does matter only for teleport. In that sense, because Meteor has a cooldown itself, so even if you have 200 FCR, it doesn't cast it faster, right? And then just 2 Dwarf Swords with 6% fire absorb, because the life is whatever. And then Water Box with, for the maximum fire resistance, rolls of Also, whatever you can have, the higher the life is, it is better. But basically then also 5 fire skillers here. Oh, I actually have here also 120 life, I didn't even saw that. And then the rest of the charms will be just like rest charms and life charms, whatever you do to fill up your rest. And then once your resistance is uncapped, basically you would go for a life charm. I will not do the fight completely. I will be very honest, I failed it already 2 times, but I will show you a sequence of it. It will otherwise take too long and the video will be too long. But as you can see, the fight, the damage is more than enough. You would always cast. You can also use this bug here, like this, behind the pillars to cast it, right? And you would basically need to cast it on the side. I do not like that, to be honest. For me, it's like a little bit of an abuse in that sense, but you can do that. It's up to you in that sense. But as you can see, the damage is pretty good. The only critical point will be the last wave. Also, what I would recommend is always like having blaze up and also cast the meteor in front of you. Because the skeletons are always following, and the only point where you need to basically take care of yourself is basically try to kill as fast as possible the archers here in this fight. And then you go here, you fill up your, of course, your rituals, right? But this is basically how it would look like. I will not do the whole fight. Yeah, but this is, if you are interested to do so, this would be basically the setup. You can also play around here with other options. Probably I would also socket for this brimstone here an IO rune, maybe for the vitality to be budget, right? But in my opinion, this is a really nice theory crafted char for day 3, let's say, to kill Declone. Yeah, I hope you liked it. If you want to try it out, you know, you can risk it, of course. And if you're experienced enough, I'm pretty very sure you will be able to do it. But yeah, thank you. Alright guys, here we have the pre-Enigma energy shield version. Here the same in that sense, we put enough points into strength. Actually, you don't need that much, you only need 151 because I made a slot with loop in the testings. But basically, enough points in strength, which is 151 needed because of occultist gloves. And then the rest of the points goes to energy. I really recommend in this version to have also a CTA, because your life is pretty low in that sense, and if you can get more...
A new follower.
If you can get more mana and life with a bow, it's really good. Otherwise you would actually maybe put some points into vitality and the rest of it into energy. You would be still fine, I think. I just didn't test it yet, but just a side note to mention here, right? And yeah, what are we wearing is basically Skull Collector. Skull Collector is extremely good. Like if you... It has a 3% chance to proc basically on cast your bone armor. And since we are putting also some points into energy shield, you will see soon, I hope. Yeah, of course. So since we are showcasing this now, you will have like basically 1.3... Is it 1.5k bone armor, which is basically damage to physical, as another defensive layer here, which is basically huge in my opinion. And yeah, I just have here two jewels inside with 3 mana after each kill. You can get also some life after each kill jewels. 1 life after each kill jewel and 1 mana after each kill should be, I think, even better in that sense. So you don't need to worry about your life. Even with this setup, I tested some maps. I will showcase also a map after going over the build here in a T1 West March map. Yeah, but basically you would go then for Kiras as a more budget option, I would say. Even if you would wear a Griffons, the option would be then that you need to put here these like another 4 poisonous charms here inside, so you just swap some live mana charms here out, basically to get your poison resistance to max level, because the only resistance we care about on an energy shield build is poison resistance, because fire, cold and lightning doesn't penetrate through that in that sense. It will basically also absorb, but poison resistance goes through the energy shield and will drain your mana pretty fast. But yeah, then we are just using a +3 lightning amulet here. One socket Atmas, also with a 3 MPK jewel inside. Occultist ring for the reduced curse duration, 20 FCR and the increased mana basically. Could even get a better roll here and you would have over 2.3k life mana easily. Then constricting loop. The main decision here for the constricting loop is not because we want to try to get 200 FCR. 105 is totally fine here. I will show also how you can get 200 FCR on the setup pretty easily, but you would need to be more flexible. But basically constricting to solve your life after each kill source in that sense, so you do not worry about your life also, because you get also some damage towards your life, because we are not 100% on energy shield. I think it's not possible, and we are basically with bow etc. I think at 90%. But yeah, then belt wise you use definitely an Arachnet here. Like I said, it's a pre-budget Infinity version. It's not a budget version, but it's definitely a very good version to start mapping after the previous versions I introduced. And then here just like a brilliant amulet with half freeze duration, with some resistance to poison or whatever. You don't need the FCR also, just a regular poison res mana. Half freeze duration would be very good to have. Then Silk Beefs also for the increased mana and mana after each kill source here. So yeah. If you want to reach 200 FCR, that would be basically possible if you get either swapping out here Griffons in, and also getting here another 20 FCR constricting loop ring, which is really good to have. Less points into strength, more life after each kill, means also more mana in the end. But you can also, let's say, then we would be at 195, then you could also get an amulet here, just like this, and you would be basically on next faster cast rate. This is just like an option, if you have the money already in day 3 or 5 or whatever it is, depends on how much you're grinding. But you can definitely reach with this setup here easily 200 FCR. 200 FCR is definitely not like mandatory needed, but it really feels much better than 105. That's my point of view. But yeah, you don't need that in that sense. I will showcase the version like this as it is with 105 FCR breakpoint, but we are just using here plain lightning skillers. I really recommend to get a Sorg Torch and a Nihilus for this version. I think I have only 4 live mana small charms here, and the rest are just like poison resistant charms. But you need basically only 1 in this setup with also FHR to get your 60 FHR breakpoint. So yeah, the Merc is also budget. Stormspire here is used for the level 40 static field proc, which is basically giving the monsters also not only like minus 15% max life, but also gets you more enemy lightning pierce on the enemies applied. Then a safety craft, a helmet and armor again. Then blood crafted belt and gloves, just for the life lead, so he can sustain his life even more or better. It would be really good to have also one with PD2. Currently he has 29. I think it would not change for him out of the city because he is using it itself. But basically he has 29 as a defensive Act 2 Merc, and then Marrow Walks for getting strength, especially the CBF immunity, but if the strength is needed, it's for me always the best in slot boots here for the Merc. But yeah. If you don't need the CBF immunity, and if you can get it somehow otherwhere, you can also use Tank Red Set for the additional flat percentage PR. But these are just options. So, let me just stand at this, and I can show you how this build feels like in the pre-endgame version, before using Infinity, etc. But yeah, let's see.
Can I help you?
So I can also use and play without the bow. I can actually showcase this to you also, but I just recommend you to do so in that sense. So yeah. So now we are not having a bow applied. So basically this is how it would feel like. We are not using the skill shrine now for the showcase. But this is what it would look like and feels like. It's pretty good in my opinion. It's a nice T1 mapper. You'll probably run this like around 6 minutes, I estimate. And once you get your hands on Infinity version to get the 200 FCR will be way harder now since they nerfed it, but 105 FCR is definitely totally fine. But this is basically how you would play without a CTA. It is still feeling good. It's just like more survivability if you have a CTA. Plus you get also more damage, a +1 skill on top of it. Right now our Nova damage is 5.4k, and if you are teleporting due to the 1 second damage penalty, it's like at 3.7. So yeah. This is basically how it looks like, and as mentioned, for the single target DPS you are basically using, let's say, charge bolt like this, and the closer you are to the enemy, to the boss, the more charge bolts will apply to it. You can basically use that too. I definitely recommend that. Even if you have like an extremely tanky champion, you can also use in between some charge bolts. It will be faster to kill. But as you can see, you need like 2 to 3 Novas here. It is pretty good. Even the nerfs, it will be definitely like this pre-version will be definitely a nice T1 farmer. Oh, to not make the video too long, I hope you guys enjoyed that version too. So you can transition into the endgame version that I'm showcasing different options here. But definitely until you get your Infinity, you can use the Griffons and etc. to reach 200 FCR on the setup. You can even stay until you get really like juicy gear in that sense to swap into Infinity. You can also use Infinity on the Merc and using the 200 FCR setup. But everything is up to you, how you want to play it. I'm just suggesting certain options. I don't want to judge too much in that sense to direct you in a specific direction, but many options are here definitely applicable. Yeah. So guys, here we have another free endgame option of Nova or doing some nice one maps. Basically, to put enough points into strings, basically figures and stone making. Going for the mechanic to get a bunch of defense. I will show you how much you get. 24 defense here. And then all of the rest of the points will go into vitality. We are using basically a skull collector here, especially for not only the +3 skills, but also the mana after each kill. Make sure you are upgrading the skull collector, so it gets from 60 FCR to 80 FCR, I think. So be aware of that, and then basically you don't need to put the tier rule here inside. I'm just simulating how it could look like. Then another ORS jewel if you would need it. Like for example, we are wearing Kira's here for the lightning gears, also for the half freeze duration with 3 mana after each kill jewel socketed, but you get also a bunch of resistance here. So basically if you do not have the money for a torch or a nihilus, you would be still basically resistance capped in the sense. You would basically, just to mention here, an FCR large jump here. In that sense, if you do not have an FCR other source, you could get it here on the amulet pretty easily.
These boots are
actually.
disgusting.
For the
What the
showcase, I
fuck?
just exchanged one of those skillers for a charm, but basically you would need with the setup here in the maps that I'm showcasing now like 2 to 3 Novas casts to kill the mobs, and then on top of it we are using basically a stone rune word. It gives you 1 all skills and big defense plus also all resistance. Make sure you make this rune word in a high defense base armor with mandatory to be serial, because the rune word is basically giving also indestructible, right? And with cigarettes in combination plus the boost from Iron Skin, you get a bunch of defense here, plus the increased maximum life on top of it. Then we going for Dracules here, mainly because of the strengths you get here, plus all your sustain you need with your life after each kill in that sense. Then 2 brilliant rings. You can also swap here skill rings here, like a Stone of Jordan.
Southern Gen Z conservative woman named Hannah Barron is an outdoor influencer. She films herself doing big-time farming projects. She has a Southern accent, sounds like this.
Good morning, y'all. Quick update on the house, because I've been pretty terrible about giving y'all these.
And she is the subject of a tweet from a hater saying this accent needs to be made illegal and women should be banned from doing manual labor like this. There is nothing feminine about American women. American women are literally men. Do you think Hannah Barron looks like a literal man? Hannah Barron was able to respond, of course, and I think did so quite nicely. Have a listen.
Apparently, I'm trending on Twitter right now. Some girl said that my accent should be illegal. Women shouldn't do manual labor. American women are basically men, and she just said that I was not feminine. I just think that you should embrace your own individuality and don't worry about what anybody else said.
Southern Gen Z conservative woman named
Here are the changes to the Sorceress in Season 13. Chain Lightning and Lightning both have better minimum damage scaling, making them more consistent and more fun to use. Inferno now has a base -5 enemy fire resistance and will no longer be capped at 30, making it scale a little bit better for early farming. Firewall's early damage has been completely reworked and now will deal significantly less damage, which makes it a lot less useful for leveling, but still good for early farming. Charge Bolt and Nova both got their damage reduced, and Nova got its range reduced as well. Frost Nova, for the 2nd season in a row, also got its range reduced. Hydras will now have Pierce, but they're currently bugged, so I can't really comment on how strong they are. Both Cold and Fire Enchant got their damage increased for lower levels, but decreased for higher levels. Oh, and Static does more damage now, I guess? A more in-depth video will be released tomorrow, so if you want to play Sorc in Season 13, here are the changes to the Sorceress in Season 13.
I feel like everywhere I go, everybody wants to ask me about you. It could be anybody, construction workers, people inside of a building. It could be somebody that's a businessman, a woman at a counter. Everywhere I go, hospitals, people are like, oh, tell me.
Wait, stop. Well, I don't get so what?
People say
No, stop. So the construction workers, the nurses at hospitals, are they all Asian? Because you just made a voice.
No, they're fans of yours.
I know, I understand that, but are they all Asian fans or just are there whites too? Because when you did the accent, it wasn't clear.
Oh, I think they're Asian.
Oh,
curious.
tell me how you. This is what you did. Tell me about what you know about the Bobby Lee. Did you not go into an accent though?
Did I?
Maybe you didn't. Do it again. I'm Theo.
Okay.
I'm walking. Hey man.
Hey, are you Theo? Hey, tell me about Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Tell me about Roberto Leo.
I feel like everywhere I go, everybody wants to ask me about you. It could be anybody, construction workers.
I love Theo Von, dude.
Did you ever see any of Steven Seagal when he was very young?
Mm-hmm.
When he was
Yep.
teaching in Japan?
I was totally fast. I mean, it's like, and it's really,
It's weird,
like,
right?
Like me, right? Like like serious actor, thoughtful actor. I'm like, what did you, but I like Above the Law.
Yeah.
Because I was into all that stuff when Above the Law came out. And there was the scene in Above the Law, and he's in an Aikido gi with the black thing, and he's doing this thing. I was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. Like, when have you ever seen this in a movie?
Yeah.
And he was a big guy.
And he made it violent.
Yeah.
It was
big
very
and-
unusual sort of contribution to martial arts because in martial arts movies.
Yeah.
He made it realistic.
Yeah.
Like it was one of the most realistic martial arts movies ever.
Yeah, it was, and when you look back on it, it there's things about it that don't date super well.
Of course. Did you ever see any of Steven Seagal when he was very young?
Mm-hmm.
When he was
Ultimate Fire. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't need an fucking Act 4 Merc. Dude, I totally forgot about that.
Come back this way, have you? What, didn't you see enough action here the first time?
I'll put that to good use.
What? Dude.
Good day. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Okay. me think.
I'll put that to good use.
These things are trash. Let's put these on.
I'll put that to good use.
Good morning. Yes?
I'll put that to good use.
Good evening.
I'll put that to good use.
Yes? Good evening. Can I help you? Good evening. Yes? Good evening. What are your needs?
Portable crafting base. Oh, you know, I could just craft. How about that? Crushing blow, life stolen per hit. Deadly strike. Yes. Hell diamond. enough. What's your PDR? Better than mine.
What do you need?
Alright, let's go, buddy. Loma Pool.
You have greetings.
The rogues are safe for the moment. I shall meet death head on.
My army will destroy them.
welcome. I can.
It is clear. Good day.
Good riddance, Blood Raven.
Ovex pole fold. That could be good. I have two of them now. Huh. Huh.
What you need?
More damage, but I don't need him to do damage. I'm the damage. Yeah, that's a shit ton more damage.
Fun for him. Stylistically, this is like the worst matchup Oregon could really get. It's kind of like what I was saying with Leda and Best, but then Leda turned it on its head, you know? Like that was shocking to me. But here it's the same type of thing. It's like Oregon uses mind games, tricks, clever build orders, and mostly just rushes. But Snow's got the best micro that there is, basically, right? Like if he gets a Reaver and Shuttle out, the odds of you breaking him are exceedingly low. So it seems hard for me to figure out a build that Oregon could use here against Snow.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. You know, the thing about Snow is that whether he uses Reavers or not, he's always able to basically bend the Terran. He just seems to understand the ebb and flow of the entire matchup, what he can get away with, when he needs to really lock in and stop making probes and deal with pushes. And it doesn't seem like Snow has any clear weakness. And then the fact that he's got the greatest Reaver control by far, like above and beyond anybody, there's not even really a close second. Makes him a player that can just abuse and exploit the weaknesses that Terran have in a way that is, I don't know. I don't know that the Terrans have really figured out a way to take him on yet. I mean, this guy has been so disproportionately strong in the matchup. I don't know if we're going to see people kind of map out how to beat him for years to come.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a tough one. It is a best of one, of course, so maybe Oregon can pull off some kind of build or win. Let's find out. All right, we've got Oregon in the top right and Snow in the bottom right.
Well, you know, I've been thinking about this match a little bit, and like, I think in general, people shouldn't play a safe, careful game in tournament games. It's like you should play to win, not to lose. But with Snow, I actually feel kind of the opposite. Like, you should just play not to lose here. You know, make sure that he's not skipping things. Make sure it's not Nexus first. Like, nothing that can be really quickly and savagely abused, right? Like, even if it requires a little bit of luck on Oregon's side, because Oregon's gonna like line things up to try to make something work for him. And it looks like this will probably be a 4-gate Zealot opener. So wants to put some pressure on right away here against Piano. Not
particularly
bad. Yeah.
No, not bad at all. This is a particularly popular build right now. A lot of these Zealot pressure builds have, you know, proven to be pretty strong. It does kind of mute any risky openers Terrans are going to try to play. It forces them into a pretty honest game here. Someone might look at this, you know, if you just showed up here and think this is like a PvZ initially, seeing that the gateway's out here. But the idea is basically you can immediately send Zealots. And by the way, the travel distance between the low ground here at the natural and just at your ramp, you'd be surprised that little extra, I don't know, 3 seconds, 5 seconds that you get to hit them can interrupt a lot of stuff that Terran has. The gateway also operates as part of the wall. But yeah, this stops any sneaky play, any greedy play from Terran, and it kind of levels the playing field out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I actually don't. Okay, so like as a Terran player, I like it when people open like this, just because it's like, well, you can't be too greedy if you're making a Zealot, right? And like, it definitely catches Terran if Terran's trying to be greedy. But I feel like after like A rank or something, the Zealot normally doesn't do anything unless you happen to catch something like a gases expansion. You know, if it's a factory expansion, it's pretty rare to take like any real damage. But as long as the Protoss makes the decisions correctly, I think you're completely fine, right? It's when they start throwing away the Zealot. Like, if they really try to get the damage and then they don't, then it's like, well, a counterattack might come. You might be in trouble now.
Yeah, well, I think a couple ideas here to kind of go off what you said. I don't think this is necessarily the easiest build for Protoss to pull off, but I think for Snow, it simplifies the game enough. And, you know, it might be a little bit of a more challenging early game, but I think for him, that's still going to be extremely easy, right?
Yeah.
So I think the idea is like, yeah, you're negating any greedy, weird builds. You're going to force the Terran to behave a certain way. You know, when I came back, this was like years ago, but after I had gotten over my injury in my hand, I tried this style out, and I didn't like it either. You know, I was kind of like you, Artosis. I kind of felt like it falls off when you get against really good players. It's hard to really create an opportunity. Like, I prefer to go Nexus first or do something else. But I think some of this is just about kind of managing and controlling the Terran here.
For sure. I actually like the way that you put it there, to just pull a little bit further than that. And by the way, Oregon's opening perfectly here. Like, this is exactly how you block it. 100% zero damage. He should go back and build the bunker now, though. Like, you don't want to chase that far. The second SCV, as soon as you push him back, you should start your bunker, because there's always a second Dragoon on the way. He's actually, like, Snow's way outplaying him right now. Like, I actually am getting nervous for him now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he let the Dragoon tank exactly the right amount of shots so that then the Zealot could come in and gain ground. And, I mean, dude, this is looking a little rough here. He's going to take out everything, and, you know, he's going to get the SCV kill. He can actually dive on the Marine. You know, 2 Dragoons will 2-shot a Marine. The problem now, by the way, is that even if the bunker finishes, the Dragoons can just run up and shoot the Marine.
This is like kind of sad because he opened perfectly. Like, the 5th Marine, the 2 SCVs coming down the Vulture. The thing is, you have to start the bunker as soon as you push everything back. Like, you don't have a window there to micro and be fancy, and he just didn't do that. It's too bad because he's so far behind now. This is the type of position where I have never seen Snow lose from here. He's just he's too strong. Yeah.
No, I mean this is pretty bad, dude. Like, in fact, this game could just end here if he gets the command center, which like I think is completely impossible. By the way, it's crazy. He knows to target the bunker now and just getting further ahead here instead of just diving on the command center. He forces a cancel. I would say this game is lost.
It's lost.
I know that might be like, people might not like it when we talk like that. I think sometimes people want us to hype up some games more than others, but this is very, very losing. Like losing the command center. The fact that it's being restarted now, Protoss is going up to 2 more gateways because you basically just do a simple 3-gate robo play from here. I don't know when Terran's going to get on the low ground. And you know, you were saying a little bit ago, Artosis, he was playing perfectly. He was. He just like chased the Dragoons too far and didn't start the bunker.
Yeah. What was that back and forth? What does he think he's going to accomplish with this? Snow has like some of the best micro in the world. Like he's not going to screw up and not pull the Dragoon and Zealot back.
And when you look at it, it's one of these moments where, you know, I guess we got to go back to the original build, right? It was a very straightforward kind of in-your-face build. If a Terran plays perfectly, you fit through it, and you're in an okay position, but that's not what happened. You know, Snow, a lot of it came down to him letting the Dragoon soak up enough of the shots, softening the Marines up just enough, and waiting for that second Dragoon, and then having the Zealot charge in. And the Zealot, if it gets just a couple hits on the Marines, everything is so brittle.
Yeah.
Back at home. It's funny because Marines, it takes 4 hits for a Dragoon to kill it, 3 hits from a Zealot. Vultures, it takes 6 shots from a Dragoon to kill it. So there's a period where when you have a small number of Dragoons versus like Marine Vulture, it's kind of hard to fight. But once a couple shots have been there, suddenly everything starts dying. And the Dragoons have a decent amount of HP, right? And then things really fall apart. So, you know, right now we're seeing a big counter push come up here, and I don't know what else we can do, but I think, yeah, Snow kind of knows exactly what sort of game this is. He's just going to literally pull his probes here because even if he loses a bunch of workers here, he'll just go back and remake it. So this is going to be game GG.
Yeah.
Basically a perfect game from Snow. That last attack doesn't really matter as much as when the bunker was denied, the Marines and SCVs and Vultures were killed. And you basically saw, you know, what turned into a kind of a standard mainline opening for Terran suddenly backfire, and he had to recede back into his base, losing the command center. GG.
Yeah, you actually said it well there. It was basically a perfect game from Snow. I had someone ask me recently if perfect games get played, and the answer is no, not really, but like, that was basically perfect from Snow. Like, Oregon made a misstep. He got insane damage against him, pulled back exactly right, went into exactly the right build, pulled the probes. Just, he closed the door on anything Oregon could do. All right, quick commercial break. When we come back, Hero versus Rain.
Impossible.
Sup, I got a raid and dip. Have a good stream.
Oh, what's
Smiley
up,
face.
Antinoob? Thanks, man. I'm just doing some SSF stuff until season 13 comes out. Appreciate it, man. Hey, I know you've been doing a lot of testing. Are you
Hell yeah.
Are you doing a tier list like all the other content creators or no? He might have already dipped. Anybody you wanna know if he's doing a tier list? I think we need an anti-noob tier list. I feel like that'd be more accurate than...
They put it on their website. We have a whole tier list as a group. Yes, we will have the updated Heem tier list for S13.
Oh, that's right. He's part of the Him guys. What's up? Or Hi I Am guys. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. That's right. You guys are all the same dudes.
Welcome back, everybody. I was thinking a little bit about that last game you saw, and maybe we don't get to talk about this that often.
Dude, I want season 13. I want season 13. What do you guys think is going to be the play for like barb leveling? Are you guys going to be updating your leveling tier lists, like your starter builds as well? Or just more so hold on, let me turn this shit down. Give me a sec.
When he needed to close in and where he had to have the zealot and the dragoon and everything else hit. And
Turn that shit down.
like every single dragoon shot was perfect. I think
Excuse me.
basically on paper was like an even matchup.
Wonder if Frenzy's still gonna be the play while leveling. I guess you could play like literally anything as barb. I think Meteor's still the play though. For Sork. Dude, I swear Arctic Blast is like so good while leveling instead of like summons. But I could be drinking that Kool-Aid, so it just feels so busted.
Get off the Kool-Aid.
You get off the Kool-Aid. Bitch. Reg, when you getting on, bro?
I'm Team Arctic Blast.
Yeah, I like Arctic Blast. It feels really good.
FDHA haters. I don't have beta access.
I don't have beta access either, man. I'm not talking about like right now. Are you just waiting until season starts and then you're hopping on next Friday?
Yep, he'll be there.
Dude, what time is that gonna be for you? It's probably a crazy fucking hour. Did you make a decision? Are you starting Barb or Amazon?
3 a.m. sat morn.
Oof. Sleep all day. Sleep all day. Go to bed early. Go to bed at like fucking 5 o'clock at night or some shit your time. I have off that Friday and Saturday, so, and Theo has off all weekend. Harb has off for 4 days straight. I haven't heard from Rog. Roden will be there the second day.
I have that weekend off too.
Okay, so you're gonna be there day one with us. So it's gonna be me, you, Theo. It's gonna be me, you, Theo, Carb. That's 4 of us. Oh, and Theo says Mowgli's gonna be there, but dude, I don't even care about that. I really don't even want him there, but I guess he's an extra body for EXP. He's just gonna go AFK halfway through, I already know. Like he does every season. So I'm not even excited about that, but I haven't heard from Wolfie or anybody, so I unfortunately is not playing.
Yeah, I'm
so.
starting Barb, turn it into a Trav Gold Barb, then make Light Fury.
Okay. So since you're doing that, I know Mowgli's going Barb, but I don't even count him, so he's not even gonna be fucking there. Theo says he's waiting for, I know he's gonna make an assassin, but I don't know if he's starting assassin. He said he's waiting to see what the map shuffle is gonna be. Is what's gonna determine what he starts with. Carb is definitely making a Sork. I just don't know if he's starting Sork. I know he wants to make a Bosser, and he's leaning towards Amazon for that. I'm 100% making a Barb. I just don't know if I'm starting Barb. It all depends on what we need for the group.
I haven't really kept up with the beta.
I have, pretty much. If you have any questions, I think I know all the answers. I've been,
Did WW get gutted?
No. No, it's not gonna get gutted. Warwind's not even the issue. It's the skill. It's the mastery. The reason why it was so OP is because it was double dipping into Crushing Blow. They did fix that. So if you want to count that as a nerf, it's still strong. It's just not broken like it was. It was literally broken like several days ago. It's still gonna be strong. So this I'm on season 12 at the moment, but this is gonna be the 2-minute mastery. This skill right here was busted. Theo said that they nerfed the radius range on IK set, but it's
I heard that.
Still big because you're getting the splash bonus from the mastery, I think, still on. So, dude, who's going fucking ham on Discord right now? Chill. Damn. It's still really good. IK, unless I hope he doesn't nerf it anymore. Because that's what I want to play. Well, everyone and their mom wants to play that, but we'll see what happens. He did nerf Crushing Blow. He didn't. Well, he put it back to its original form, I guess, and 1/7 damage instead of 1/8 or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, he gets that third hatchery started, and back keeps
Dude, Barb is so fun SSF wise.
ITLL be fine, it's just my starter char.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about Barb is there's literally no bad
I really
build.
want to do Light Fury for once.
Yeah, my two main classes I plan on playing was Amazon and Barb this season too. But that was before all the buffs and nerfs. I was thinking about that because I've been wanting to play Jab Fend. But I think for mapping I am going to do Lightning Fury, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Necro's got me interested too. Both Poison Necro and Desecrate. Poison Strike. But I don't know. Barb is definitely going to be the most interesting to me. It just sucks that everyone and their mom's going to be playing it. So that's the only draw to that. But I kind of want to try the new Warcry to see how good it is. Looks like it's a
going for a smoke
big
back
Nova.
in 5.
All right.
He'll jump on disc and chat to you.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm just in here by myself. I'm all alone. And Dario, tell me not die, bitch. No, you die. Worm skull.
But this is not that. So this is kind of a hybrid cheese coming out here, where he has both the link speed. Although I don't see any hydras coming out here, so maybe he made the hydra deck and realized that the zealots are going to pressure. He doesn't want to commit.
Is Indario still bugged on this mod? I actually forget.
Right? You want like 22 drones. There's no way that he has that. He has so many.
Is she like perma-bugged?
I don't know. It looks like a really.
Do I even want to keep this?
Alright, so he has like 5 over there, like 3 at the net.
This would be good for leveling as Poison Strike, which I might do.
So he's a couple of drones off of really.
Oh, I forgot to give this to Charse.
3 hatch Hydra production going, but he has a lot of speedlings that can go along with.
LR.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see hydras hatching here.
Oh, lower resist. 8% chance to cast level 5 low resist on striking. Interesting.
Right, if you don't know 100% it's not hydras, you just send the Corsair.
That's cool.
Come over here, and the hydras are going to hatch. So he's going to come here and immediately.
What a piece of shit. Should I keep this? Dude, this set is actually so bad, isn't it? The Eisenhardt set. It's like dookie dick.
Hydra rushes, they do go for that forge. So he can make cannons the whole time, but this is going to be rough. The hydras are going to come up here. It's a hydra rush that's actually happening a little bit later, but he hit it pretty well because the zealots that were pushing out initially were supposed to try to spot for this. The hydras are going to come up now.
Whatever.
It's 4 zealots. The lings can basically come up here and tank. The hydras, you know,
Fuck it. It's for SSF. We may or may not use it. Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't have access to beta chat. I did have access to it. A buddy of mine was gonna give me his key, and then I didn't respond quick enough to his liking because I was out of town, so he used it. But there's a lot of people that are testing shit, so I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what everyone's thoughts and opinions are. I'm really wanting to see what this map shuffle. Does anyone know when that's supposed to be announced? Is that like tomorrow, this weekend or something? That's kind of sort of what I'm fucking waiting on too.
Remember that you don't really need the core. Once the core is done, you're going to have a citadel up. You can just remake it later. You're not trying to get Dragoon range. Anyways, guys, couple of things. Hero versus Snow, more PvPs. We'll be right back.
Hey, hi, I'm guys. I'm using y'all's loot filter. Will I see 4-socketed crystal swords on? What am I on? On strict level 3, or do I need to go down to semi? Or if anyone in the chat knows, that would be dope. Let me turn off the notification thing because I know some of you guys don't like this shit, so hold on. Where is it at? Whoop. Notifications. There we go. We need CBF. Dude, who is going bonkers in Discord right now? Like, fucking chill.
Good day. Oh, hi there.
Sheesh. Everybody's all quiet all of a sudden. Got 24 of you guys in here. Ain't nobody's talking. Does anyone know the answer to that question? On the high I'm loot filter? If it's on strict level 3, will I see 4-socketed crystal swords? So I want to see if Warcry is really worth the hype, or if it's... I've actually never played it while leveling. So I don't know if it's actually better than Frenzy. But I'm kind of one-tapping everything right now, so... And I think everybody fell asleep, damn. Yeah, Active's got a lot of elites, right? Why did my... Is it because it's a level 44 area? Attack rating just plummeted. If I can get lucky and find the angelic amulet, that'll be huge because I already have both rings. Oh my god, holy freeze. Oh my god. Oh damn, I thought that was the way.
Hey everybody, thanks for waiting. It's time to go into this next best of 3 now, no more best of 1. More PvZ, hopefully a little bit more of an interesting developed PvZ this time around. We saw that Rain tried to reset and see what exactly was going on Hero's side of the map, and I gotta say, it might have looked like a really straightforward game where like Zealots attack, Lings killed him, and then Hydra rode off. Hero did an incredible job of hiding what he was trying to do.
Yeah, he really did. Like, Rain was very caught off guard, just did not have enough cannons in there. You know, I see a game like that, and I just say to myself, I don't want to play PvZ. Like, I don't want that to be part of my life, is trying to figure out, like, oh, what are you hiding here? Like, are you droning heavily? Going for a high rush? It can be very, very hard to balance. So, Hero used that GG attack, and, you know, but 3-hatch Hydra, he executed it well, but it is kind of a simple build. Is he going to be able to take out Snow, who's right now?
Oh yeah, what's my res going into this shit? Oof. Not the greatest.
Not having a lot of great ideas for PvZ. I do think that PvZ for the Protoss, the early game is really hard, especially at the highest level. I think there's just a lot of situations, a lot of games where you really have to like look at something that's very complex and know the right answer on how to handle it. It's not as in your face as the Switch. Maybe who's been the strongest this match. He really knows how to do his star of the Zerg early game. But let's see what Snow does. Snow both gateway expands and force expands. So I don't think we do any kind of risk first.
Yeah. You know, actually, it's something I've noticed. Like, I don't quite understand it because I'm not. The difference I see in the way he moves Zealots is always shocking to me. Like, it's something about. I know this type of thing from Terran because there's like a certain way you can move Marines against Zerg, or a certain way you can move Vultures against Protoss, where it's like you're kind of obfuscating what you're really doing. You're making it like very hard to judge what to do, right? And I see him do that with Zealots a lot. Snow, on the other hand, like, yeah, I guess you were saying he's more straightforward in his play. Like, he'll just raise the and he'll basically do what he's trying to do, but it doesn't feel exactly the same.
Yeah, well, I think Snow pushes and wins. Once you harass a lot, it basically breaks the Zerg down. You probably can't think of that many games got in there and really cut down, 4 or 5 and then something till the overlord. That's really hard, right? Snow will defend well. He'll come out with his dragoons. He'll push and he'll be very patient. He'll have great side storms. But it is, I think, pretty big difference. And Diesel seems to be the best at optimizing when to turn off and turn on the aggression while getting the cleanest early game ZVP there is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where's the butthole, dude? There's the butthole.
When you look at it from the Protoss's eyes, it's not clear. Is he going to attack? Is he going to Hydra bust? What is the tech going to be? It's a really tough early game. And Hero's always happy.
Well, we're gonna go into knockout, then Sylphin, then match. Particularly, a lot of people think match is a bit better for pro. Let's get into the game.
Quick plug here, guys, before we start this best of 3, consider signing up for the Patreon, patreon.com/ASL English. It's so good to be back here doing ASL. I think a month or 2 after it came out, when I was in middle school. I'm 41, almost 42. And I'm still enjoying it. And we're just so happy that even though it is massive in this obscure corner of the world, South Korea, we're so happy that we bring it to you guys. We can now share it with Consider signing up. We love you guys, and we love this game.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. It's been such a big part of our lives for so long. And that never has to happen. it's crazy. Like, when games actually need developer support. Like, the game is just going to exist forever, and a lot of it is because of fans like you. So thank you very much, everyone who has signed up on the Patreon. Check it out.
That seemed like the second probe was a little bit late to be sent across the map.
Hello.
Good day. And, you know, he's going to look and see. But by the way, on this map, you can cannon rush, so it kind of makes sense to go for forge expands. When I say cannon rush, I'm talking about behind the minerals. You know, anything that's going to be like hatchery and 11, you can just punish and win. And in this game, it's going to be overpulse, so you can't cannon rush. But he can just switch back. Snow went up to 4. This is very odd. He's at 14 supply.
Do you normally go Nexus on 13 with this, or
13 or 12?
Okay.
Usually. Well, it looks like he canceled and started one up again. Interestingly, he went. So I don't know. The second scouting probe was also a little bit late, unless I really don't understand this. And I think this is pretty basic moves. You know, when you send the probe out to scout.
That's any good so far? I personally haven't been able to do a lot of testing. I've been watching my friends test stuff. I'm waiting for a buddy of mine to potentially give me beta access. At this point, I just want to test to see what's good for leveling. Me and the boys are probably gonna do a practice run Monday or Tuesday. So I'm just playing my SSF stuff until then. One thing that I'm gonna do to reference is to give a feel. I've been leveling a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna look back at my VODs and see like what is doing better between now and when comes open beta, because basically I basically know what I'm gonna play for in game. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do early game. That I don't 100% know yet. It's either gonna be Barb, Amazon, Necro, or Druid, or Sork. I just don't 100% know. Most likely not Sork. If I do Sork, I'm just staying Meteor, and then I'm not playing anything else, unless maybe Combust. I don't like the I don't like Nova. Never have. So. Hey, real quick, does anyone know? Oh, excuse me. Eesh, I'm tired. Does anyone know if I have the strict? If I have the level 3, I have the high ion filter on right now. If I put it on strict level 3, will 4-socketed crystal swords show up? Or do I need to go down to semi-strict? Because I think I want to try Warcry. And I think the play while leveling is dual wielding 2 spirit swords. But just because it's FCR, skills, and big mana. But I don't definitively know. How many? I have 3. Okay. Oh, if anyone knows, let a brother know.
Is he gonna see these hydras?
Can you guys hear me?
No. Okay, he starts another cannon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting the cannons. He's putting them further back. I think this might be better placed than what Rain had here, but he's going to need more than this. He's going to need a lot more than this. And you can see the cannon is far back enough that it can't protect the pylon at all. So it's going to unpower it. There are 2 pylons here. He's going to dive in. And can he get that other cannon? I guess he can't quite reach it, but he needs to pull these zealots back. You don't want to have the zealots get fished too far out. The Hydra's going to come up again. Okay, they can hit that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hero.
GG. Well, tasteless. Heroes had a couple very fast games so far. They've shown
the best rush in the game. Yeah. It's the best rush in the game. It's been here forever. It's extremely hard to stop here for. Hands could have been it. But he kills the pylon up here. Makes a little more room.
Yeah, I think I'm doing. I think I'm gonna do the reg move and do Barb, Javazon, Lightning Fury.
16 minutes to qualify into the round of 16. It was just very fast, right? It's easy and everything, but here, it's been less than 2 and well, I don't know if he's going to continue to play Hatch Hydra.
Javazon's really fucking good for Arcane Sanctuary too. Dude, I swear Barb is like good for key farming too, like Frenzy. It's because they move so fast.
Anyways, on into game 2. Hero up with a 1-0 lead. The winner of this series is moving on into the round of 8. Already 2 spots filled. Today we're going to have 2 more. One of them will be Hero or Snow. Right now it is looking very much
I'm only gonna be able to get 1. Resist 9.
So he's going to go for Nexus on 11, I believe.
That would be like, well, I thought we were going to see some good things. Luckily, he is going for that hatch versus Snow.
I'm glad you pointed out the possibility of 9 stuff like that, because you will just want this. So do this on ladder.
How much was I missing that fucker? Hmm.
What you're getting from this is you don't have to make the second hire. The Nexus finishes right as it's supposed to.
That's.
So the Nexus serves there then allows you
I think I'm gonna level up as a Whirlwind. Say fuck it.
So this looks like it's a game that we can see some later tech in.
Look at that, dude. Wants me to play Whirlwind, dude. Even though I don't need the attack speed. This would be good for a an Act 5 merc, I guess, but no amp. Alright, there's my spirit sword right there. Perfect. Okay. We need one more. Alright, so I need to test this since no one's answering my question. So, okay. Options, PD2 options, loop filter. Doesn't show. Okay. Options, PD2 options, loop filter. Okay. Answered my own question. Got it. Oh. How lucky. Alright, so that's one spirit sword down. Now we need I have a feeling I'm gonna miss a lot. Oh, never mind, we're good. You will die, bitch. Oh, dude, what? Dude, if I can get the other death stuff, Ral Soul, dude.
So he's going to go up to at least 5 zealots. He's already got the Templar archives out here, so he might get
Orb skills, ED. This had potential, but
by the way, trees do give chance to miss, which is a fun thing a lot of people don't realize. Like you can I actually had a game last night where I sieged a tank under a tree.
I could wear Head Striker now. I feel like that is the play. Hold on. Let's see here. Normal attack speed. So I feel like this is the play.
So this is very much like a macro +1 attack, zealots +1 attack, corsairs. Like he's not trying to hit at any moment. He's got a DT that basically kind of checks, like, is there anything that's not covered here? You almost never expect to find anything, but you might as well just like see. And from here, I mean, he's got 3 gates. He's gonna make.
Oh, dude,
It's totally
way more damage.
macro build. So there's no.
Oh yeah, steady strike.
He sees that Scourge are being made, and there's mutas out, which prompts him to just keep making Corsairs. He's just gonna keep focusing on doing that, and dude, he's gonna try to do.
Yep.
And we joke about the.
If I can get the bases, I can make like Oath and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting fucking hungry.
It looks that way. 2 more cannons going up in the main base. So
Alright, let me go to Act 3.
Another at the natural, and of course he has that front cannon.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I should just go to fucking bed and get up early tomorrow. Start this over again. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I think all of y'all fell asleep anyways, so. Let's see if there's anyone I can raid.
He's making the Archon, which means he really feels that this is a commitment here. There's no armor upgrade yet.
Let me mute that. Let us see. That guy doesn't speak English. That guy doesn't speak English. I am late. Let's raid this guy. How do I raid people? Oh, two.
Why did I just do that? I literally might use these at 33. I'm about to start leveling that bitch, dude. They're so much fun to level. Like, golly.
Alright, so I gotta go to my channel.
You get Fist of Fire at level 6.
I do slash raid. Slash raid. Slash raid. I sent a raid to this dude, didn't I?
Going to bed, have fun. I think I sent a raid. I appreciate it if you did. Apologies, I didn't get a notification. I don't know if it came through. Oh, it might still be pending. Sometimes they have that 60-second countdown. But hey, I appreciate you. All good. No worries, no worries. I appreciate it either way. I'm doing. Ooh, very nice. How's it going? You find anything good yet? Oh, I need to update the drops. We found Bursar. Trying to think of what else we found. We found 1 skiller for our class. We've rolled a shit ton of this not. Oh, there it goes. Hey, Athlon, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Oops, some of the most fun I've had all season. I was just gonna start Assassin, but I knew once I get like 35, 36 plus skills, I can do Ubers easy peasy. Oh, you always do it? Very nice. Very, very nice. I think it's for sure going to become a regular thing for us as well. We went and played Hero Siege for like a week. Diablo 4 for like half a day. I couldn't do it. I did enjoy the Paladin at the beginning of the season, or like when they first released it. I'm just over it. Oops. Yeah, I think we've had pretty good luck going on here. You're my TV as I sleep. Oh, heck yeah. I just realized you said that. Appreciate it, brother. Loki might do some D3 in between PD2 seasons. Dude, if that fucking strafe season comes back into rotation, I'll go back to. That strafe season was... My Paragon was so high because I could not stop strafing. Oh, dude, it was bad. Just non-stop through the whole map. Just right-click hold. Or through the whole rift. I heard this season's, or like the metas are in rotation now. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's amazing, honestly. Right. That's okay. That's alright with me. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go back to play Warlock for like 2 days. I won't stream it though. I'll just do my 8-hour PD2 stream and then I'll go play D4 off stream. Ooh, I'm so antsy to level up this assassin. I keep looking for those level 6 bases with Fist of Fire. We found one. I want another one. Let's go the first couple of weeks of P2. I don't even know what G2R. Oh, yeah, the Warlock. Hello. I thought you were mentioning a mod. My brain is just half awake. I've been awake for like 19 hours. Super sleepy. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Yeah. I played it for 2 days. And I was like, alright, this is cool. Back to PD2. And I only played it 2 days off stream as well. So like 4 hours apiece. Like, got rushed to hell. Leveled to like 94 the first day or something. Just smashing bell runs for 9 hours with the group. And if it was lower level, I'd use it to level. But and then the next day I got on, farmed a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is not it. Like I realized I had nothing.